Greetings! Time for another bullet journal flip through, and sorry that this video is so late for March, but I've got the finished completed January, and have finally finished this one. Alright, so all of last month was a Moby Dick theme, and I'm pretty happy with it, even though I didn't get to use it very much because I finished it so late. I won't be using my metallic markers for my dailies again because they kept imprinting on the other side. I'm really happy with my colored brain dump. Literally a bunch of brains going in the garbage can, and as you can tell I actually used the brain dump a lot for that month. Lots of ideas, and a lot of these went into effect for the next month. Full-size spread. This month was a little annoying starting on Friday, so we've got all these wasted days, but those days were used in the previous month, so there was no reason for me to color them in. And February was just a bad month, with my budgie passing away, starting off on the first of the month. Not good. This might be my favorite page. Captain Ahab is my favorite character from Moby Dick, and he's all colored and just looks... I'm really happy with how this turned out. Not only is Ahab my favorite character, but this is my favorite quote from the book, and I liked adding little quotes throughout the month. And a lot of bullet journalers like to use inspirational quotes. To me, I just like stuff that's awesome or frightening and freaky, and that is just power there to be unmoved and undeterred. And I'm pretty happy with this as well. This is the coin that Captain Ahab nailed to the wall, so I drew the little nail going into it. It's based on the real gold coin from Ecuador that they used to use back then. And the book goes into detail describing. Now, mine's not exactly historically accurate. I put the fire mountain in the center instead off to the side beside the rooster, but I just wanted everything to show up. So it was a tower or a castle, a volcano, fire mountain, and the rooster with the sun shining overhead and the zodiac signs. Giant squid. Another of my favorite quotes from Moby Dick is here. Is also one of my favorite chapters that has never been in any of the movies other than one of the cartoon versions. And I love the chapter on giant squid. And then the final page and a review of the month. Alright, so now let's get into March. And one thing I tried that was different was for two reasons. This time I used Crayola Super Tip markers because I was so behind yet again, and I'm only just now getting to use my journal. It was so hard not to write in this. I had to write on little scrap pieces of paper, and I gotta put these all back in. So I used the marker because it was just faster and I was running out of time. I love how bright the colors are, but thing I've always hated about marker is the streaking, and I don't know how to get rid of the streaking. So here's the monthly layout, and I really just like a giant calendar because I like to write stuff in it. So I've got St. Patrick's already written and daylight savings, and if any other special dates come up, I'll put them in there as well. These are gourd. The theme this month is Listen to the Land, which is a reference to the song they used to play in Epcot in the Land Pavilion when you'd go on the boat ride and see all the futuristic, at the time and during the 80s, the futuristic hydroponic plants growing. So continuing with the Listen to the Land, I added the actual lyrics from the song on the pages as the quotes to fill in the pages, and I'm pretty happy with how these gourds turned out. I do love how bright and colorful marker is, but it's not as nice as the colored pencil, but colored pencil is so slow. So brain dump page, gotta start using it. I decided to include a Titan Arum, fully in flower. Hopefully one day mine will be this way. And on the dailies page, which I forgot to label, this is my dailies, and it'll just be for my chores that I do every single day, no matter what. I included a sunflower because I love sunflowers. And this is the type of pumpkin called a one-too-many. And pumpkins don't grow in Florida, unfortunately, but I am including the different types of plants that I just love for the month of March. And this is something I wanted to try, something new, including a tracker for this month, and it has not gone well. I have not been able to keep up with it. Not only remembering what I did or didn't do and coloring it in, but also just using it. I don't remember what I did on certain days, and I know this whole no bread, no caffeine thing is going to be mostly white. I have been failing this. Who knows, maybe the rest of the month I can color everything in, but it's not going well. The only one that I can color in for every day for sure, except for the 8th, is the no spending. I've been doing good about trying to save money. But the bread and the no caffeine, nah, I've actually had coffees a lot this month and Cokes, and I'm just trying to do it sparingly. So on this page we've got the start of the weeklies, and we've got another Titan Arum, but this time in the leaf stage, or the tree stage. This is one of my favorite pages. Unfortunately, I didn't finish in time, so I didn't get to use this page. I might be able to remember and write in some of the things I did, but I wanted a citrus, actually an orange theme. Florida oranges, because I'm from Florida and I like very sweet oranges. And then honeydew melon on the other side for the reference to the song where he says, "And good melon rinds." I love honeydews when they're super sweet. And at last, this is the week that we're currently in, so I'm looking forward to writing in current stuff. I drew one of my other favorite plants. This is Ceropegia ampliata, and I love the flowers on this plant because it looks like my character Galamach. He's based on a parasitic plant, not this one. This is a succulent. He's based on Hydnora africana. And I'll show you, but the mouth, the entrance to the flower in these is very similar to Galamach's flower head, which is based on that parasitic plant. And we've got him here back in the month of January. Now, one thing I don't like about the markers, even though this book has a paperweight GSM of 100, which is pretty good, I have to be really careful and try just to pass the marker over once and not leave any white spaces, but the way I want to do it, from the way I've always colored since I was a kid, was just go over the same spot over and over and over. So of course that causes a little bit of bleeding through, which has happened here from the next page. Now on this week I had a Nepenthes theme going, and if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I grow these carnivorous plants, Asian pitcher plants called Nepenthes, and I just love them, They are one of my all-time favorite cool, creepy, and beautiful plants. And for the last week of March, I just was in such a hurry, so I did a very basic layout and very basic art of dragon fruits. So we've got a whole dragon fruit here, a sliced one long ways, and a cross-section sliced the other way. And I think they turned out pretty nice. This is how colorful and bright the purple and the red dragon fruits really are. So a quick flip through for the month. that's it.